Now, everyone has that one character that they despise. You know, that one character that when you see on the screen, no matter what they do, they just make you go and crash out. And today, I'm going to be talking about a bunch of them. Yes, today I'm going to be talking about the most annoying and worst cartoon side characters of all times. Let's get right into the video. Now, starting off with Candace. Now, if you watch Phineas and Ferb, you rock with Phineas and or Ferb. They're a cool duo, no doubt. But Candace? Oh my god, when I tell you the genuine hate I have for this woman is absolutely insane. Her whole character is literally just trying to bust Phineas and Ferb. And it's not out of some brotherly or sisterly love where she's like, oh, I don't want them to get hurt with these inventions. No, anytime those inventions suit her needs, yeah, go ahead, start cooking. But the moment she doesn't need them anymore, boom, let me go get mom right away. And it's not like it even bothers her. They're just staying in their own lane, just trying to have a good summer vacation. And Mrs. Snitch has to come in and just try to ruin it every single time. Like, she has her own friends, she has a whole man, but she'd rather spend the day just trying to bust her little brothers. She's absolutely fried, and her neck is just long. Like, I know that doesn't have anything to do with her character, but even still, I thought I should bring it up. Is she part giraffe with that 60-inch neck? I don't know, but it is what it is. But one thing I do give credit for to, you know, Phineas and Ferb is a lot of times these annoying characters, they get treated like they're reasonably, or, you know, they're in the right. Not in this show. Candace just gets treated like a nuisance by every single person. Her mom literally does not rock with her. Every single time she be trying to snitch on her mom, you could just see her eyes roll to the back of the head. Like, yo, she does not give a F, little bro. Like, even Phineas and Ferb, every time she says, oh, I'm gonna bust you guys, they literally just shrug it off. You know why? Because Phineas and Ferb are real. They learned that you gotta ignore the haters, and that's literally what they do. They literally just outright ignore her every single time, and it works. You know, credit to them. But like, it's insane to me how your little bros can make some of the coolest and funniest inventions, and the only thing you're interested in is on snitching on them. Like, if I had a roller coaster like this in my backyard, hug my mom, I'm about to go ride it first seat. And the majority of the time, their inventions that they make normally help people or bring joy to others, and she's just a pure hater trying to shut that down. If they made a cure to cancer, she would go and try snitching on her mom about the cure to cancer. Like, that's how insane it is. But when we're talking about trash characters, there's one name we just can't forget. Jerry Smith. Now, this is a pretty controversial character because a lot of people actually rock with him. And I kind of see why. He's such a trash character that you almost feel sorry for him and you start to like him. Just take that in. I remember the first episode of Rick and Morty. Jerry was literally out there like some authoritative figure saying, oh, they can't go on adventures, and they were actually listening. So I thought, yo, this guy's gonna be one of those lame characters. And boy, was I wrong. This guy just gets hated on any single time it's possible. And it's not like it's undeserved. First of all, I want you guys to know, while Rick is definitely a jerk to him, Rick never really bothers him in that sense. He just does his own thing. He lives in the garage, takes his son occasionally, but never really interacts with Jerry. Most of the time, Jerry comes up to him and asks for stuff, with Rick a lot of times delivered. He made him a talking dog helmet. He literally took them to a meditation spot to fix their relationship and so forth. Rick does a lot for Jerry. And how does he repay him? The first chance he gets, he tries setting him up to kill him. Like, Rick literally took him to that spot to have him have a great day. And what does he do? Tries to assassinate him. This guy just sold his own family out because his feelings were hurt. Also, this guy's a straight up cheater. While his relationship with Beth was definitely mid, at least Beth was loyal since day one. She never cheated on him, never folded or nothing like that. Jerry, on the other hand, folded the first chance he got. Remember that one episode with the aliens that create fake memories? Well, Jerry had a whole fake love relationship with Gary, a random dude, while he was literally married to his wife. And I want you to know, Beth could do so much better than an unemployed bum, but even still, she locks down and he's the one who cheats. I gotta give him some props for that because that's just City Boys, but still, that just makes him show how bad of a character he is. But definitely the worst thing about him by far is just how useless he is. The whole Beth, or the whole Smith family, can clutch it up. We've seen Summer go to work, Morty, you know, takes action, Beth takes action, Rick definitely takes action. Jerry's the only one who just doesn't do ish. Like, there'll be situations where the family needs him and he folds every single time. And it's just kind of disappointing because you think being surrounded by people like that, he might, you know, get some things rubbed off on him. But nope. He's a bum since day one and looks like he's always gonna be a bum. Now, speaking of bums, we got Mabel from Gravity Falls. Yes, I know Gravity Falls, the greatest show of all time, made the cut. Don't shoot me. But I'm about to explain why Mabel's just such a trash character. Number one, she just is so cooked. Literally, all she cares about, her whole character, is just about men. She's just literally a bop. Every single episode, she's trying to holler at next guy. And she just keeps getting rejected. and blames everyone and takes down everyone except, you know, maybe taking a good look in the mirror. It's really unfortunate too, because Dipper's gonna be fighting for his life this episode, trying to uncover the deepest, darkest secrets, you know, something interesting, and maybe we'll just crash out because the boy she likes didn't, you know, text her back. And literally anytime anything good actually happens to Dipper, she just has to go make it about herself. She's just selfish, let's just be real. She almost literally ended the world too with Weird and Megan because she just wanted her summer to stay forever, you know, because Dipper actually wanted a future, a career, and she was more of a, you know, let me just party and then see what happens type girl. But if we're talking about terrible characters, there's only one person that stays at the top: Chloe from Miraculous Ladybug. Now this girl is the epitome of trash. I want you to know almost 95% of Akuma attacks, you know, when they transform because their feelings got hurt, because apparently only one person in Paris get their feelings hurt at a time, are because of her. She is literally the most spoiled, selfish character I've ever seen, and she crashes out on everyone. She had a half sister that she just bullied because, you know, half sister. She would bully Marinette for no reason, her classmates for no reason, even her father, the mayor, she was bullying just because. I want you guys to know, if they had killed her off, Hawkmoth would be in shambles right now. All those Akumatized people would go back to zero because Chloe was literally 90% of it. She just rocked with Adrian and apparently no one else. She was literally out here slamming people left and right, and when she finally got an opportunity to, you know, be something cool with Queen Bee, what does she do? She just sells. She goes and betrays them immediately. Like, that's so insane. You get a chance to be a superhero and you still try to be a supervillain. I don't even know what was going through Marinette's head saying, yo, let me give Chloe a, you know, a thing of all things. She was literally a jerk to everyone, and for no apparent reason. This shorty was filled with money. She had status. She had a best friend that would literally ride for anything, and she was just still such a hug. Like, I want you to take that in. She had everything and she was just a jerk because she just loved the game. And apparently everyone was giving a pass. On top of that, her dad was just literally selling her a dream. Anytime any inconvenience, he would abuse his power as mayor. And I have no idea how that didn't hit the media or public. One episode, she literally became the mayor, and the first thing she did was trying to make a deal with Hawkmoth, a literal supervillain. Her first day in office. I have no idea how a 14-year-old girl could get in office, first of all. But the fact that her first decision was to make a deal with him just shows you how trash she was. She always just sold, and I had no idea why Marinette, you know, just didn't kill her off at this point. There were a lot of times where she could have just, you know, let her die, but she chose to be a bigger person, you know, better than me. If she had killed Chloe, she could have, you know, stopped 95% of the akumatization in the city. I'm just saying. Now, I know there are a bunch of other characters I could have talked about that are just straight doo-doo, but, you know, I just want to keep it short and mention these four that I really just bothered me personally. There's a bunch more that I could make, you know, in a potential second video, but that's up to you guys if you want that. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Go hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and comment if you want another one again. Just let me know. I actually do like making these. And with that being said, take care guys. I'm out. Bye.